Hi, I'm Tanya. I am Shelby's mom, and we've been fostering for about 3 years. So a very good friend of mine, Gina, she started a group called Cypress Lucky Mutts, and she has some friends that help her with that. So I just started following her page and following her work and wanted to get involved, so that's why we started fostering. Over the past 3 years, we have probably fostered around 25 dogs, maybe a little more. Some of them we have for 2 days, some of them we have for 2 months. I think the longest foster we had was Piper, and we had her for maybe 4 months. There's so many rescues out there. There's hundreds just in Houston, and basically the rescue groups pull from shelters that are overflowing with dogs, and they pull those dogs and they vet them, and then they put them in homes, which is a foster home, and the fosters will take care of those dogs until they are adopted. So if you're a foster, basically all you're doing is housing a dog or a cat for some rescues until they get adopted, and you're just providing love and a place for them to stay. The rescues will provide all of your basic needs other than food, and then they have adoption events, and we take our dogs to the adoption events where they can be seen and people can meet them. Or you can just go online with any given rescue and they'll have a list of dogs and pictures and their bios.
Hi, I'm Vicki, and I volunteer with Cypress Lucky Mutt Rescue, and we are a foster-based rescue organization. We started in 2015, and so far we have rescued over 2,000 dogs, and we help homeless pets find homes. We pull from the shelters. We're foster-based, and so we can only help if we have a foster home for the dog.
There are places in Houston that are known for dog dumping. One of them is Melrose Park, which is where I got involved. Basically, there is just a route that we drive around the park, and we go in and out of the parking lots, and we just look for any dogs that might be roaming that we can leave food. We have a couple of areas that we leave food for every day. We try to do it twice a day, leave food, fresh water. If we find one we know is a stray or a dog that's been dumped or a dog that's injured, a puppy, a small dog that won't make it on its own at that park, we will get on our social media page. We have a Facebook page, Melrose Park Neglected Dogs, and we will post for rescue. So we don't have fosters or adoption events or anything like that. We're strictly running on volunteers. We get donations for food and so forth, and then once we get a rescue, they have to have an available foster, and if they do, then it's perfect. So these are the pans that we normally leave, and you can tell they're empty, so I'm gonna fill them up again. Leave these buckets. Sometimes I'll try to whistle, or just to make sure there might not be a dog hiding or a puppy. We also look for boxes because people tend to put puppies in boxes and dump them in this area. So that's a big thing. Okay, this is another spot where we find, sadly, we find a lot of dead dogs over here. And kids are always up here, and they come up here and play, and there's a dead dog in the parking lot, and there's just no respect for animal life at all. It's really sad. There has been occasions where we know that a dog was living in a field or an abandoned home, and we would come every day and leave food at that abandoned house. But at the moment, we don't have any dogs like that. They've all been pulled from the park, thank God. Sometimes we get calls from residents of the park, and they'll call us and tell us that they just saw someone push a German Shepherd out of a car. And so we'll go to the park and we'll check it out, and sure enough, there'll be a dog. And we had a situation where someone dropped off a German Shepherd that had a grapefruit size tumor hanging from its stomach. So in that situation, we would take it to the vet and get it vetted. We've had dogs that's been in fights. A lot of dog fighting is popular in that area. And sometimes it's just dogs roaming that belong to people. So we try to, we don't want to take their dogs. We just feed them. But you can tell when a dog's been abandoned or dropped off. But if it's an injured dog, an elderly dog, or a puppy, we always pull it. We pull it, we vet it, and then we network it. We network it on social media, and we have a lot of great followers. And we try to find a rescue that will take it into their program, and then they have fosters, and those fosters will take care of the animals. So it's so important that there's fosters available, because if we didn't have fosters, then none of these dogs that we pull from the park would have any place to go. If you're interested in becoming a foster, check with your local shelter or any local rescue. Everyone needs fosters. It will truly save a life. And it's very sad when they leave, I'm not gonna lie. We cry every time, especially me. I cry. I get attached to every single dog that comes into my home. But I know that I'm saving them, and they're going to great families. They screen them, they do home checks, so we know they're going to a good situation, and you pulled them off the streets. And for me, I've seen where that dog lived, and to take it to their new home with a great family is so rewarding. So I really encourage you to get involved, whether it's actually fostering a dog in your home, or maybe you just want to donate to a rescue. Anything that you can do will make a difference, and it will save a life. Any questions or comments that you have, you can put them below, or maybe any personal foster stories. We'd love to hear about them. Bye, everybody. Jinx, say bye. I forgot to put my foster shirt on, my rescue shirt. Could I have a wardrobe change right now?
It's a little